Hey everyone, welcome to Don't Stop Fidgeting. So I want to do a series of videos focused more on people who are new to this hobby, wanting to know the basics. And for the first episode, I want to talk about, well, where do you buy this stuff? So here we go. Okay, so how do you buy this stuff, right? Or how do you get into this hobby of fidget toys? I think there are 3 steps to it, but before I get into it, I just want to give a huge shout out to the folks at the r/fidget spinner subreddit, and especially gturk1, who put some amazing resources together, which I'll link below. But I'll break it down into 3 steps. The first step is to figure out whether you even like fidget toys. Step 2 is to get a good one. See if it's something that you find yourself like getting more happiness out of it. And 3, jumping into the deep end. Okay, so step 1. I would say just always start cheap, right? Like if you don't even know if you like fidget toys, I would say start cheap. Start with something around 10-20 bucks. There are a few ways to do it. You can go to Amazon or Etsy and get something that is available there. This is my first fidget spinner that I got that is all metal. The main thing I would say here is that it should be all metal. The plastic ones and the metal ones feel completely different. So get a full metal one. This one you can get on Amazon or Etsy or eBay. Just like whatever you can find that is full metal. And this one I got from a store, a dealer, which I'll talk about later. But get your hands on one of these. On the wiki page of the subreddit, they also talk about this website called Addictive Fidget Toys, and I think that's a great place to start from. I would just say that, hey, get a metal one and get a bigger one. Don't get something too tiny, because that's a mistake that I made. All right, step 2. So now you know that you actually like metal fidget toys, like you get some enjoyment out of it, and you want to get something like nice. There are a few avenues you can go from there. One is, going through the wiki and then going to active manufacturers. They do a pretty good job at keeping that list up to date, but you can go to stores like 313 Inc., which is very, very active on their website and Etsy and very responsive. Their price range is about $100. You could get something from Feifei. They start at around $60, and again, quality spinners. Focusworks. This particular stainless steel model is a little bit expensive at $125, but you can get the aluminum model for $90. And then there's a few other websites that I'll link below. You can also go to dealers. And when I say dealers, these are people who basically focus more on Chinese spinners. There seems to be a huge market in China. So these people focus on importing well-designed Chinese fidget toys and then selling it to customers abroad. The big ones are G1, Big White EDC, and Fablades. So you can look at those websites. An example of something that I got from these websites would be this clicker, which is fantastic. It's the 01 slider. It feels really, really good. As well as this tiny little thing. This is a 01 pod. So then, lastly, you find yourself in the deep end, and there's you have very specific models that you want. But maybe they're not available, or they're only sold in secret private Facebook groups. So what do? Right? First, you can get it secondhand, and there's one website that I like to use called Plants Wake You Up. I think this is the easiest way for a beginner to get into secondhand fidget toys because they have a good selection, a reasonable price. This is the NJT Nebu 2.0, which had already sold out, but I really wanted to get, and I got from the website, and it came in fantastic shape, and this is my favorite spinner right now. The other way you can go is you can go on Facebook, and there are 2 routes in Facebook. One is some of the manufacturers or the makers who used to be active and have their own websites have now moved on to having private Facebook groups, and they would either take sign-up sales, where they would essentially do a raffle for people who, you know, to win the right to buy the product, or they would do a pre-order where they would take orders first, manufacture, and then send it to you later. So you can find those groups if you know a specific brand that you like, or there's also a huge buy-sell trade community within Facebook, but I wouldn't really recommend that as your first step. You know, start with the first 2 steps, and then if you really like it, I would say just kind of absorb more knowledge first, and then get into buy-sell trade. So on absorbing knowledge, I would say the great ways to do it is 1, join the r/fidget spinner subreddit, because that has like great resources, especially on the wiki page. 2, follow some famous YouTubers who focus on fidget toy reviews. And lastly, join some Facebook groups that are not buy-sell trade, but focusing more on discussion, like the Daily Fidget. And that's where your wonderful fidget toy journey will begin. So have fun, and until next time, don't stop fidgeting. See ya.